Happy Thursday, Facebook friends. Welcome back to Facebook. I'm Angie Garza, Director of Professional Learning and Educational Services at ROE 47, serving Lee, Ogle, and Whiteside counties. And if you're joining us back here this fine Thursday in the month of May, you'll know that it's time for another edition of Teacher Talk. And the last few weeks, we've been gearing ourselves and you, our listening community, up for the end of the 2024-25 school year. And so that moment has arrived, and we are now set to transition to our conversations around summer. And not only are those conversations about sunshine and days off of school, but it's also about learning, continued learning for our communities, our families, and our educators here in the ROE 47 service area. So as we begin to put to rest this school year, celebrate all the great things that happen, and open the door to springtime and renewal, I am pleased and proud to welcome back to Teacher Talk my friend, colleague, and co-host, Ms. Stacy Dingus. Hi, Stacy. We're here. We made it. It's the end of May. Schools are wrapping up. Our work is starting to shift into the next school year and fiscal year, and we are gearing up for summer.
Angie, I used to say that summer was the favorite time of most teachers. It gives them a time for a little bit of a break and a breather, but it also gives them a time to kind of reevaluate maybe some things that they want to change about the next school year. It ramps up some excitement about new students, new faces that they'll have in their classroom. We all know that teachers are lifelong learners. The people that work in our schools really crave that interaction and ways to improve, ways to reach our students, our school communities. And so as summer is nearing and the grass is getting green and the sun is out, I encourage everyone to take a breather, make some plans for some fun and some relaxation, and then also take advantage of the great opportunities of summer learning that are offered in our area. So excited to have that conversation this morning with you and Grace, Angie.
I reflect on those kind of last few days of the school year when we're packing the materials away and some of our maintenance staff are getting ready to do those deep cleaning, and just enjoying the warmth of the sunshine, but then having that moment for ourselves and taking time to make the investment in our own personal learning. And here at ROE 47, we pride ourselves and really stress the importance of reconnecting over the summer. Those days where you don't have to do sub plans, where maybe you need a little adult interaction and those opportunities to stretch our brain. So we're going to talk a little bit this morning about summer learning here at ROE 47. And to do that, we are so happy to welcome back to our Teacher Talk platform our SEL specialist, that's social emotional learning specialist, and family education and engagement specialist, Grace Heimerdinger-Baki. Grace, welcome back to Teacher Talk. You are no stranger to this platform. Lots of always wonderful information that you're sharing about social emotional learning and trauma and family education and all that wonderful work that we do out of our office. But today you're here to talk with us a little bit about summer learning. So as we kick off, why don't you take a few moments to reintroduce yourself to our listening community?
Thanks, Angie. Yes, my name is Grace Heimerdinger-Baki. I am the social emotional learning specialist as well as the family education and engagement specialist for this area for Lee, Ogle, and Whiteside County, and has been such a great opportunity to, over the past year, step into this additional role as social emotional learning specialist, working with our schools, collaborating with organizations and others across the state, and to just help our schools, our teachers, our educators, our administrators, our students, and our families grow together, develop some soft skills, build in some awareness and responsibility and emotional regulation. And there's no doubt that's going to happen this year with some continued learning. But it's been such a joy to kind of blend these roles together and just support our schools, our families, and students.
Grace, with all this talk about summer coming, educators are taking some time, like we said, to schedule in some summer learning, to kind of look online, look what the offerings are, see what's available. Tell us a little bit about why this idea of professional development is so important in education.
Angie hit it off with on the nose as she opened today in the sense of we are all lifelong learners. And so having opportunities throughout the summer when there are no sub plans that needed to be made, to be able to learn at your pace, to enjoy a little bit of summer, but to also engage in adult conversations. It is so important. Also, there are so many things happening. Throughout the state, throughout our area, and there's always new information. And so we have so much to offer this year, and there's continued new ways of learning, new content, new mandates, all of those things. And so we're excited to be able to offer that. And to hopefully reach a larger area. We know that there are so many barriers that get in the way of attending workshops throughout the school year. And so summer is an opportunity to engage in that learning, to engage in communication and networking and growth with other educators across our area. And so it's such a great opportunity to learn and to connect.
It's a joy for me during the school year or during the summer watching those adult educators come together and just kind of share ideas, network, recharge, reinvest in themselves. And as you pointed out, things in our world are ever changing. Our understandings are evolving. New areas of focus or mandates from our Illinois State Board of Education are continuously evolving. And so it's important for us to make that time for ourselves so that we stay on top of what are the newest trends and conversations in our field. I love also that you mentioned that there's a lot of different ways to plug into these conversations. And so we try to offer just kind of a variety of different opportunities and different platforms and experiences. So that being said, that's a lot. There's a lot of thinking and planning that goes into all of this. We just launched here a few weeks ago our summer 2025 professional learning catalog. And so thinking about all of those things, can you highlight a few of these opportunities for our area educators?
Sure. So we have, back by popular demand, Workplace Wednesday, which is always a favorite, Supersize Workplace Wednesday. So those are our very popular ones that are here every year, as well as for our new teacher. But we also have some new ones that we are rolling out this year that I would love to have an opportunity to highlight. We have a handful of social emotional learning workshops that really get at preparing educators, building their toolkits, having them become confident and build their capacity in helping the students in their classroom. So in June, we have Building Your SEL Toolkit. This is being facilitated by Jamie Taylor. She's no stranger here at ROE 47. She has facilitated other educator professional development opportunities, but also she has held some family education opportunities as well. And she's been a great resource for us. Additionally, we're also highlighting from a BCBA using our resources. Karen Bruner will be talking about cultivating calm classrooms and how to address behavior, but also how to cultivate calm classrooms. So really looking at what to do for those students that have those higher needs, but also how to just from the very beginning, day one of school, how to have an environment and how to cultivate that environment to help a student succeed and maintain a calm and balanced classroom. We have also another favorite of Youth Mental Health First Aid. Youth Mental Health First Aid is available to everyone, not only educators, but also for our community members. It's a great opportunity to learn those skills, to have those hard conversations about mental health with students or with children, or even your own children. Those conversations regarding mental health are hard. So having those opportunities to start that work and build that capacity as well. I'm also excited to be featuring, facilitating a book study. The book that we are choosing, that I have chosen, is The School of Hope, which was written by Kathleen Beachboard. We had her here in September for the Special Ed Summit, as well as she was back in February for an all-day event. And so I'm so excited to read it with everyone this July. Also included in our summer plans is to help educators or admin teams, SEL teams build some capacity to support all of our students, really looking at tier one interventions, some tier two and tier three. In addition to that, we recognize the importance that social emotional learning can be a hard thing to implement in a classroom. Sometimes we think it's that 15-minute curriculum, 15-minute lesson plan or 30-minute lesson plan once a week, but SEL is so much more than that. And so how do we blend that into everything that we do? And I think this is a great year to do just that. So the possibilities are endless. The learning is going to be so great this year. And that's just a little bit of what we have to offer this summer.
What a great list, Grace. It really feels like we are reaching out to all aspects of our school community, our teachers, our support staff, even our families, our parents. So it sounds like a really great list. If I'm listening to this recording right now and I'm thinking I want to be a part of this, where do I get more information? How do I sign up? Where do I register?
If you go to the ROE 47 website, www.roe47.org, and if you hit up there for professional learning workshops, you'll see a long list of all of our professional development opportunities this summer. You can click on the one that interests you. That will direct you to a link that has a description, the time, any other additional information such as cost that will be there for you. Click on the sign up button and then enter in your information. You'll receive a confirmation email as well. And if you have any questions regarding that, you can call our office and we can help get you and answer any questions that you may have. Additionally, you may also see that on the description page of each one, there'll be a contact information as well.
Grace, thank you for all of that wonderful information today about our summer learning for the 2025 season. Friends, if you're out there listening, summer learning for ROE 47 kicks off June 3rd. We're giving all of you a little bit of a break before we kick things off. So be on the lookout. Visit our www.roe47.org website, as well as our ROE 47 Facebook page for more information about the outstanding opportunities that Grace mentioned here this morning. As we close out our time here on Teacher Talk, we want to say a very special thank you to our SEL specialist and family education and engagement specialist, Grace Heimerdinger-Rocky, for sharing all of the wonderful things that are happening here at ROE 47 this summer. I'd also like to say a very special thank you to my friend, colleague, and co-host, Stacey Dingus, for joining these conversations this morning. And finally, thank you to you, our viewers. We hope that you have had an incredible school year here. We've enjoyed all of our conversations this year on Teacher Talk. So we hope that you sign up for summer learning. We hope that we see you this summer. And we also hope that you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, an even better Friday, a wonderful May weekend. And we will see you right back here next Thursday for another edition of Teacher Talk.